Today we learned how to use equations to solve for unknown angles, and I'm going to work you through a few examples. So the goal each time is you're going to write an equation for each problem and then solve for the variable. So problem 1 looks like this. Okay, when you're trying to write an equation that represents a relationship, try to think about, are these supplementary, complementary, vertical? Try to figure out things that you have identified before and use that information to make an equation. Notice here we have a straight line. Okay, the angles that are adjacent to each other and form a straight line are always going to add up to 180 degrees. You could use that information to write the following equation. 24 plus x equals 180 degrees. Now, very likely you're going to want to shorthand this equation. And as we're working through this and we're trying to figure out what x is, we are going to solve this like a typical two-step equation. Okay, so I get an answer of x equals 78. So we've got 78 degrees in each of these measures. All right, let's look at a second equation or second diagram and try to make an equation for it. Again, I want you to look for clues and see what you know. Okay, here we're going to have to use an idea of vertical angles and know that vertical angles are always congruent. So notice this straight line and this straight line, they're crossing each other. The opposite parts here and here must be congruent. They must be equal to each other. So that means up above must be exactly 144 degrees, since below is also 144 degrees. This time I'm going to shorthand my equation right away. I have these three x's and I have a 90 degrees. So I know that 3x plus 90, that has to equal 144. Again, solve this like you would a normal two-step equation. And we're going to find that x is 18, so each of those angle measures 18 degrees. Okay, so today you just want to make sure that you're comfortable writing an equation to represent a relationship between angle measures, and also solving the equations to find what those unknown angle measures are.